Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope you are thriving and or vibing. Preferably and. Let's see what your higher self, your guides, the universe want to have a yap about today, or what they want to bring to the focus that maybe you aren't currently focusing on. Oh, okay. So we have the Star card here. I feel like there is I think that you've always had a purpose. I feel like there's greater sense of purpose in that you feel more directed towards like your mission. You know, it's one thing to be like, no, I know why I'm here and I know the impact that I have. Another thing to be like feeling like you're going on an adventure with it, feeling like you're moving into new territory that has not been defined or mapped out, like you're the one mapping that territory. We also have the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords here. I think it is really crucial to... This came up in the last reading as well, but I'm going to... Like, it's clearly important enough that it's like, in order for new abundance to come in towards you, you do need to like grieve the loss of other things in your life. If we hold on to it, it's like our fists are closed because we're holding on to something. We're holding on, and then our hands can't be open to all the new things. We talked in the last reading about there being a void and sitting with a void in your life. That void will be filled. But if you don't sit with that void, if you're like, no, I'm always going to keep a door open for this person, I'm always going to like hold out hope that this thing is going to come through. You're holding the opportunity or the door open for a specific opportunity that's like very narrow, rather than being like, okay, I'm going to close that door and go to some other doors. But there is like massive abundance coming in. I could even see like, I don't know why, like investors is coming through. So this might be a career thing, or might just be like, there could be some people around you, like an investor, some kind of inheritance, some kind of something that kind of comes along. Like there seems to be like a person for some of you that like is carrying this abundance and is like ready to pour that in towards you as well. But like that can't come in and set the foundation if you are still hanging on to coulda, woulda, shoulda something, you know? Let yourself truly feel the weight of letting something go. It's hard sometimes to like let something go when you're like, you really, really don't want to. Like you just don't want to let it go. And have it not be at all in your life, at all in your mind, at all in your heart. And to be prepared for a future where you are, We circled around this last time. If you know, you know. If you're not sure, if you need to get more into that, processing something that you've lost, someone that you've lost, check out the last reading. But let's get in, y'all. Let's get in to this Star card. Let's have a look at this mission. Let's have a look at this energy that you've got going on. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about the Star card? Okay. What came up is like I immediately created a Celtic cross with this. Just a little one. You have so much hope and belief in yourself. Sorry. In the place of what crowns you at your highest point, you truly believe at a conscious and subconscious level, you feel like you're going to succeed. You know you're going to succeed. And I love that. There is this absolutely, I want to say Delulu, but I don't want to say Delulu because it's not Delulu. It's just confidence, like so much confidence and self-belief in yourself. And you not only have that within yourself, but I feel like there are a lot of people around you that actually see that. Now, you might have not always felt that way. You might not have always felt like the people around you are totally expecting you to succeed and also want you to succeed and also see your value and see like that you could easily succeed because of course you could. It's you. There may have been people at different points in your life that maybe didn't have as much belief in that. Maybe because they wanted to feel superior to you, or maybe they just didn't have that self-belief in themselves. So how they treat themselves is how they treat you. So that's how they show up with you. But I feel like with this whole idea of grieving losses, you're actually detaching from the people that didn't believe in you. I feel like it's just somehow linking up. And it's not even that they didn't believe in you. There might have been people who were just like apathetic towards your capabilities. You know, they just didn't really think much of it and therefore didn't really show that much support in that way. Because I feel like that probably rubbed off on you as well. But I feel like the people that were either apathetic about you and your goals and your dreams and your light, and the people who actively tried to like diminish it or invalidate it, they're just not around anymore. It's hard because I feel like you've had to detach, and then there is obviously a grief. We're going deep. Let's go. I feel like there's also this like grief of potentially there are people that you've had to detach from. And the thing that makes you want to hold on to them is this like hope that they specifically will see you, your light, your value, your potential. And they're the ones that don't. And that makes us want it more. You know what I mean? Look. It does. It makes us like want it even more from the people that we don't get it from, because it's either like mommy issues or daddy issues or something, you know? It's something. Something there that's like at play. But I feel like you're breaking that cycle. We have the death. This is currently coming to pass. That you're breaking that cycle. You are breaking that cycle like everywhere. You are breaking cycles left, right, and center. And it feels almost like it feels effortless. I'm not going to say it's easy because I don't think it's easy for you to do. I feel like it's effortless because it's very intuitive. And I feel like it might be with this Knight of Pentacles here. This is like your recent past. This is what you've been working towards. You've been working towards your boundaries, working towards your inner self-love, self-respect. And it's become effortless now to recognize when someone doesn't value you or doesn't see you the way that you truly exist, or is apathetic, you know, even that, not good enough, you know, not good enough to be in your circle. They can be super peripheral, but that's not good enough to be your inner circle, you know? But it's effortless because you know what to do. You might be like, I know exactly how I want to respond to this, and it can be as quick as that. But is it easy? Is it easy to do that? No, you could still be doing that with like your heart broken, tears in your eyes. You could still be doing exactly what you know you should be doing. It's still hard, but the reaction is effortless. You standing up for yourself, standing in your light, in your value, and keeping yourself surrounded with people that are going to see your light and your value. I'm not saying that like you need to be surrounded by sycophants either, or people who are just going to like gas you up unnecessarily. No, there's a difference between someone who is brown nosing and just trying to like, you know, love bomb you, and someone who believes in you and like wants to help you and feeds you and matches your energy of, I believe you can do this because I've seen everything you've done and I know your heart and I know you and your determination. You're going to be able to do this, and I'm going to be here cheering you on, and I'm going to check in with you and ask how it's doing whenever we see each other. And yeah, I see you surrounded by really, really good people, and I feel like this is all culminating into like, this is why you are showing up as this star energy. This is why you're feeling motivated on a mission, because you expect the best from yourself. Not that you want, not that you're like aiming for. No, that's what you expect yourself to arrive at, because that is just what you do. Again, it's become an innate reaction. I am going to be successful. I'm going to, and it's not like I'm going to be successful because I'm so good at everything. Like, yeah, you are going to work until it's done. You are going to keep at this thing, your career, your projects. You're going to keep at it until it's successful. That's what it is. You know you're going to make it to that point because you're going to put the work in. There's just like no plan Bs, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, and you know that your circle is supporting you. You have like worked so hard, walked a path with intention, with work, with, it's like consistent, disciplined effort, slowly and consistently over time. That's what you've been doing. And that last final piece. So we have the self-belief, we have this support network around you, you have your consistent effort over time, and the last part is you are breaking the cycles. I'm just checking I'm not expecting a student. Okay. You are just breaking the cycles that no longer serve you. You are letting things leave your life. You're letting go. There's a lot of letting go here. And it's like, it's a good thing, okay? Because we can only carry so much. So if you want something new to come in, you have to let something go in order to make space for the new thing, in order to be able to handle the new things. Y'all, incredible. Amazing. Let's have a look at, sorry, I keep bumping the microphone. Sorry about it. Let's have a look at, firstly, this Nine of Swords energy, about this grief. What can this beautiful collective do to help them through? Okay. I think that you should be writing more. You might be a creative. I think you should be writing and journaling more about the grief that you're going through. Definitely just kind of sit around and feel it, but like let yourself write about it, let yourself create about it. Oh, okay. Really quickly. Okay. So with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune's come in through so many readings. Okay, I'm getting like, I love that you are so on your thing. And I know this energy has been around. I know that it has. There's been an energy that while you're focusing on you and your ish, they're kind of like watching. And they might, it's not decided. They haven't figured out yet what they're going to do. But like, there's a want for them to come towards you. But they're just kind of like lurking, lingering, watching. While you're like, I think you might have a feeling that they know. Like, you might have a feeling that they are watching. And you're just like, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And it's a weird thing to be like, okay, so someone from my past might be like watching me. What do I do with that? You know, like there's not really much to be done at that point. Like if you like deleted your Instagram or deleted your platforms and then like started all over again, but then it's like they'd probably just find that too. Like if you are public facing, I just want so badly. No, I had a reading of this last time. Okay, someone wants to like is making a decision about whether or not to come towards you. Someone's lurking. I'm not looking into lurking energies today. Not doing it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like that's something I want to deal with today. So, lurky lurks can just like either get it together and come forward, or they can do that. But like, really, it's none of your business. And I see that you're trying to be like, that's none of my business. I'm trying to mind my business. I can see that you are literally trying to mind your business. So you keep doing that. Amazing. Go forth, continue minding your business, and they can figure their stuff out. You should be writing more. You absolutely should be writing more. I'm also getting this like call to tell you like, don't try and rush that just because I've said, oh, you should be writing more. Like write, if it's a haiku, if it's like a few lines, like let it be just a few things. Sorry, I am like in a work break, so I have to just make sure nothing's... We also have the Nine of Pentacles down at the bottom of the deck as well with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, just watch what you have grow. And when things grow, it happens slowly. We talked about this, incremental effort, consistent effort over time. I think you're entering a time where you don't have to rush these things. You can actually just like really enjoy the process and take your time and really like breathe through it. So if you're writing a little bit here and there and crying a little bit here and there and screaming into your pillow a little bit here and there, and then sometimes you're not, and sometimes you feel great, and then sometimes it's, more writing, be really, really patient with yourself, because everything that you are like burning away is becoming like fertilizer for everything that you're growing. Okay. Let's have a look at this King of Pentacles though. What is this? I just want to see if there's anything in particular that we need to know about this King of Pentacles energy. Universe, please, insight and information. Who are you? I'm getting a vibe if it's a person. I get the vibe that when I look at it, it's not like, it feels like this is a stranger or someone who's like, we have the King of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my God, T. Y'all. There's actually a couple of different energies here. We got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, Five of Wands. I think there might be a couple of energies that you might run into or that might want to come towards you. And I think that the Five of Wands is representing two things. One, there might be a little bit of a competition here between these, I don't know, admirers, people that want to be in your energy. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, but like people that just like want to be in your energy more. And maybe feel a type of way about other people that might also want to occupy your energy. It could literally be like a friend thing or like, more. It could be more. But it is like, I think that people are sensing the space in your life. And they're like, okay, I'd like to occupy some of that space. And there's more than one. There's definitely more than one that currently is or will be vying for a little bit of space in your life. And yeah, they might feel a little bit like, about other people that want to occupy that space. But also, you might be tempted into potentially enjoying the attention so much that it conflicts with your current goals, okay? So you just got to make sure you focus on you. You make sure that you focus on you, and if you are giving any energy to these different people that want a little bit of time in your day, really clear communication about what your priorities are. You got to have that solidified for yourself, and then you got to have that like plainly spoken to the people that come into your energy. Okay, because you're a star. You're literally a star. You're that bright, shiny thing in the sky. I'm not surprised that people want to come towards you. Really, really important that you have the hard conversations, whether that's like, I really like hanging out with you. I only see you as a friend. Have that conversation early on. Or like, I really like the time that we spend together. My priority is my work. My priority is my career. My priority is my family. Like whatever that happens to be, you say straight up what your priorities are and where that connection that you have with them is on the list. Because your priority should be yourself. It should be. We're breaking cycles at the moment, babe. We are literally breaking cycles. So you've, like I said, the last reading, you earned your lesson, okay? Let's not, you don't need to learn lessons again about this stuff. This is your time. This is your time now. Okay, let's get into the oracle cards. Incredible. Amazing. Y'all, I was listening to one of my old readings because I've been doing that because I've listened to all my newer readings and now I'm listening to my old readings. And there's one where I feel like the tapping on the head thing, it was like one of the first times it happened and I was like, oh my God, I feel the tapping on my head. And now it's just like, that's how I know that they're there. It like happens so often. Wild, crazy, guys. All right, let's see what the oracles have to say. Dark night of the soul, transformation, awakening tower. She dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. Look, some of you might be unfamiliar with the process of a dark night of the soul. I saw 2222 on the thing, on the timestamp. Some of you might be unfamiliar with a dark night of the soul. Some of you might be all too familiar with the dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom. And that's what a dark night of the soul is. It is just like confronting your shadow and everything that it holds and letting everything you knew about yourself, about the people around you, about the places around you to completely crumble and to see what's left. It is the most destructive kind of ego death that you can go through. But I feel like when you've gone through it, you no longer fear it. It only sounds like something scary before you've gone through it, and then you realize how important it is to go through that. So if you've had a couple already, if you've had a few, you probably know you're going to have a few more, probably going to have a few more dark nights of the soul. And if you're not sure if you've had one or not, then you haven't had one yet. I promise you. I promise you. You will know. You will know. You will know. So let yourself sit in it. Don't fear it. There's only wisdom to gain. It is painful. It's painful to let go of what you thought you knew and who you thought you were. And a lot of the time looking back on ways that you treated others, ways that you treated yourself and been like, man, that wasn't what I intended. And that was so the opposite of how I would have liked to have treated me, how I would have liked to have treated them. Like, it's hard. There's a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of regret. It's hard to face those things, but it's only in that place can you really learn and gain wisdom. And yeah, grieve. Grieve the time you've lost. Grieve the people that you've lost. Grieve the parts of yourselves and that you had abandoned and opportunities that you missed. Yeah. And then, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? We also have swords coming up in here as well. Your deepest calling, I'm telling you right now, as your tarot bestie, is not to get caught up with these people that are trying to come in and occupy your space and get a little bit of your energy. I feel like you've done enough of that. I've been with this collective long enough to know that you give. This is not the time. What is your deepest calling? What is it? Identify it, be able to say it in a sentence, and then be able to say that to the people that are coming in. So that I'm not saying don't let people in. I'm not saying like don't make new friends, don't make new acquaintances, don't have people in your space and in your energy. No. Have them. But be straight up from get-go. This is what I'm about. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm working on. This is my calling. So what you can expect from me is this amount. You want a little bit of energy, you're going to get this amount, because 90% of it is going to go over here. And then 5% of it is going to go over here, and you and this other person and that other person and that other person can occupy the other 5% between y'all. Like, be that strict with it. Be that disciplined with it. I think you need that. I think you've been giving out 95% of yourself and saving 5% for yourself. That even then gets like churned out when the 95% is gone and someone still needs something from you. So you end up with 0.00002%, you know? You deserve 95. You deserve 100%. But of course, you know, don't want to be alone. You got to hang out with people. You need to exchange energy. Anyways, what a reading, y'all. Interesting. Hope you guys are doing good. Love you lots. I will see you in the next reading.